I'm sorry. It's just because she doesn't have to listen to my voice.
She's doing that thing so that you have time to do it today. You want to. Bye, all.
I see. I think it's Danny, Emma, Diego, Nolan.
Hi, Nolan.
Hello.
You guys should turn your video on so I can see your faces.
I don't have a.
I'm on PC,
Yeah,
so I can't show webcam. Sorry.
I can share my phone screen and then go to
No,
my.
you already did that the other day, Diego. Thanks. So.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll get. I know I was behind on setting out the link, so my bad. It's just been like I've had a lot of video chat meetings, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's already time. Okay. All the meetings. Okay, that one can wait. Okay. Out of the four of you, did anybody have any questions about dynamic voice or the notes that I went over last time?
I think it was only Nolan and I here last time.
Yeah, I think so. I think that it was, I hope it was pretty straightforward. I think it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was.
So you guys can, how is everything going in your other classes? Are you guys super stressed? Is it okay? Are you like...
Certain classes I feel like are way more stressful than others because I feel like I need like one-on-one help way more than others. Like for example, math. Like learning math online is very difficult, especially like because I can't ask questions like if I don't understand.
Yeah, it's all just videos and links, and we don't get like one-on-one at all.
I also don't have a printer, so that makes the process of like taking down notes so much longer. And
oh my gosh. Okay, I wonder if we could like. Oh, sorry. Was that Emma or Danny?
It was me, Emma. They just said like you're supposed to get like 4 hours of work a day. I'm just saying we're doing like a lot more than 4 hours.
Yeah.
Very much more.
It will level out because I know this first week was a little bit crazy. And yes, like that. Yeah, you should hopefully, if you're spending like 8 hours doing work, that's too much. Well, that's another reason why I'm like, okay, I'm going to ease up on the stuff that we do in speech class because I know that there are other classes that have a ton more stuff. So if I can give these kiddos a little bit of a break, then that will be good. We're still going to get through the material, but hopefully it will give you guys like a little bit of a breather so that you're not like, oh my God, so overwhelmed. And I was just thinking about like Nolan's predicament. I'm wondering if there's like anybody you know that has a printer that would be willing to like mail stuff to you, like to print it out.
Wait, my grandma actually has one. She might.
Oh, dude, I live next to your grandma. Wait,
yeah, you do.
Oh, I could totally leech off your grandma.
She could just leave it outside of the doorstep.
Okay, Chloe's here.
I don't want to get her sick, you know.
Also, the personal project stuff, I don't get.
Okay.
Like, it's hard
okay,
to
I could actually answer some of those questions for you. Hi, Chloe. Nobody else wants to show their face, so a couple people are on devices that don't have cameras. So
I missed like the week before, you know, like we stopped having school because I was sick myself. Yeah. So like I missed everything on the personal project stuff. Okay. So I'm like, I'm totally left in the dark.
Yeah, I was gone on some of those days too.
Do you guys remember? I don't know how many of you were at Sage when you were in 5th grade, but do you remember 5th grade exhibition?
Exhibition, yeah.
Exhibition, sorry.
I wasn't there, but I remember hearing.
Wait, I think I'm the only one who actually was there.
Yeah, it's just Nolan.
Okay, so let me give you the breakdown, okay? The personal project is it's supposed to be, from the IB standpoint, it's supposed to be a self-guided learning task. And there should be, an element of researching. It should be something, that you haven't really done before, or it should be a stretch for you. So let's say, like, I want to say Diego knows how to play some instruments. But
Yes.
let's say you decided that you wanted to learn a new instrument, or maybe you wanted to learn, like, Diego, do you play the guitar?
Who?
Diego, do you play
He plays
the
the
guitar?
bass.
I played bass. I kind of, I don't know.
So I know briefly, and I only know this because somebody did their personal project on this once, that there are two different ways that music can be written for guitar. It can be written in tab, or I think just called standard. I don't really know.
Yes.
Okay, yay. So I know things, yay. So one person decided for their personal project to learn the other type of reading music because they hadn't learned that before. And so that was a stretch for them. So essentially you just have to choose something that you want to learn that would be considered a stretch for you. Or you want to choose something that is going to be new that you haven't studied before. And the first step is doing some research and gathering the information. And then you are going to have to create like an end product or evidence of whatever it is that you learned. So for a lot of kids, this might just be like a research paper that not only documents the research that you did, but synthesizes like what you learned. So like a big long essay. For some people, this might be actually like building something. It might be like a video of your learning. And I know that you guys are doing this. I know that you're being given a little bit of time to do this in conjunction with some of your English stuff as far as getting the written portion done. And it's very similar to the senior project. And in fact, our school has tried and has been trying to get the MYP personal project to count as your senior project, but we haven't gotten that approval from the state because the personal project is an IB thing and the senior project is a state of Idaho thing. So it is kind of crappy that you guys have to double up on that. You will probably have to do a senior project when you're in 12th grade too, even. Like it's going to be, once you get to senior project, you're going to be like, oh my God, I've done this before because I did a year 10 project, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically what it is.
So I kind of already know what I want to do and everything like that. And like, but the most confusing thing for me is like the journal stuff, like the weekly journal stuff.
Same here, yeah.
I just had a Zoom meeting with Madam Bauer.
I totally just whacked my knee on the table, but it's okay. All right,
I just had a
Chloe.
Zoom meeting with Madam Bauer, and she explained that for the journal thing, you're basically just writing down everything, all of your thoughts on this and what you're doing to get it done. And you can also just type it in straight into ManageBack. Like if you have a Google Doc, you can upload that too, but you might have to upload it again every time you edit it. So you can also just.
Yep. Yeah, it really is just like a log. You can do it in a spreadsheet. You can do it right in ManageBack. You can do it in a notebook and then take a picture. Like, I mean, this is my daughter's 5th grade thing for math, which isn't exactly the same, but essentially you want to put the date, you want to describe what you did, and then how much time you spent doing whatever that thing is.
Okay, so if I just wanted to, could I just make a Google Doc or whatever, and then just like at the header, just write down the date? Yeah.
Yep.
And then
like
I'm supposed to turn it in, but
yeah, you can just put it into ManageBack.
okay.
Like you can just there's a place. Let me share my screen with you, and I'll show you.
You can also do audio files if you want.
Yes. Okay. So, let me go to like. I know I have a place for this. I just have to think about where it is because I haven't looked at it in a long time. There's a place for my IB stuff. I thought it was here, but no. Okay, so in your personal projects thing, when you go to it, so like Is there anybody that would like be comfortable with me opening up your thing? And,
Oop, I
like,
don't even have one.
Yeah.
okay, so let's go to Diego. See if
I
we
don't
can-
even have one.
Okay, so here's where you upload all this information. So the first thing you have to do is describe what it is that you're going to do for your project, okay? And then under the journal tab, you can add, there's a little thing, you can add a new entry here, and that's where you're going to be like, I did this today.
Say hi to
And
Toby. Look at the
hi,
wonderful
Toby.
hair that I gave her.
Hi, Toby. You're very coordinated with your blues there.
Yes.
And then the criteria is just your investigation, your planning, what you did for your action, and then your reflection. So you do have to have a written reflection at the end of your project. This taking action could be the product that you had, it could be the poster that you made, or like that's whatever your actual product is. And then you do have to like upload you should have gotten a sheet where you said, I promise not to plagiarize things, and you just upload that, or
We did.
just ask Madame Bauer.
Okay.
She might have to upload it for you.
I don't know where to put that, or can we just like, I just uploaded it into like the journal part, and then, I don't know.
I was
It doesn't look
thinking
like
that
there's a place
there's
to
not a place
put
to add it here. So yeah, just put it in your journal. At least
Yeah.
then it will be there. I think that it just has to be somewhere. Hi, Dax. I'm happy to see your name on my screen.
Hello.
So hopefully is that helpful to you guys on personal project now?
There's also stuff in the packet.
Mm-hmm.
I was never able to pick anything up since my parents both worked on the 2 days we were able to.
Okay, I can ask Madame Bauer if she can send you an email copy of the packet, but if she can't, I'll look and see if I have a copy of it and I can send it to you. We'll get you taken care of.
Amazing.
I promise. But the best thing that you need to think about the personal project is don't procrastinate and do it at the last minute. But number two, it shouldn't be that stressful. It should be like a fun thing that you want to learn, and you just have to document your learning process. That's the main thing.
Miss Newstat already sent the digital form of the packet out. It was the
good.
first
Where?
email she sent.
Oh, okay. So
In your
Oh, good.
email, Diego, he just said.
Oh, my bad.
So if Diego can't find it, maybe Diego, if you can't find it, just reach out to one of these people like Dax and see if they can resend it to you.
I will check.
Okay. And it's probably coming from Miss Trevino Newstat. Okay, everybody good on personal project?
yes.
Yay, okay. So for my class this week, it's pretty simple. You just have a couple little things to do. I did post a quiz that is not due until next week because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't tell them about this quiz and I don't want to freak them out. So let me go to my 10th grade class for you all to see. Okay, disregard that thing that says expository outline. It's not due next week. Then you would cry. Quiz. So there is a link to a Google form to take a short little quiz. It's open note, but it's really easy. It's not due for a while, but if you wanted to jump on and do that, that would be totally fine. The other thing was just to either attend a class or watch the video that I posted on dynamic speaking. I think I posted the video of it.
What about the slides? I went through and took notes on that. Is that what you wanted us to do?
That's totally fine too. I made a video. Right here is the link. Right here is the link to the video of the class that I did on Tuesday, and it goes over the slides that are called Dynamic Voice, which is, let's go to, mine is going to look different from yours because I have a bunch of tasks that are drafted that you don't need to stress about. So we've already done notes on the communication model and nonverbal communication. Then I posted notes for outlining. I don't think I posted the notes for dynamic voice. I'm gonna do that right now. So sorry.
Oh, what's up?
Okay, so
go ahead, Chloe. You froze. Chloe, did you have a question, honey? Oh, you froze and now I can't hear you. You can type in the chat box. Oh, hi, Garrick. Who else has joined us? Yay.
are you walking dogs?
Oh, now I can hear you, Chloe.
Okay.
Okay, what was your question?
Okay, so when do you want us to have that quiz finished by?
The 17th, next week, or whatever day I put it due. It's not due for a little while. It's an easy quiz. Basically, just this week is going to just be looking at the notes that I made. And then you guys, I will have a little outline activity for you to do, and I'm going to post that on Monday of next week. It'll just be an easy thing that you can do on Google Classroom. And then you should just start thinking about what you want to do for your informative speech, your expository speech. And I will send everybody the specific details for that. So your expository speech is pretty easy. You're going to teach us about something. I believe it is 3 to 6 minutes long in time. And you just need a one-page outline. So I'm going to share my screen with you one more time. I have given you guys a little link to all the outlining resources right here, outlining and organizing. So please go through and look at those slides on outlining. It looks like this. It's really easy. This is how to make an outline in speech. It has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. We have a magical power of 3. Everything pretty much is divided into 3 in a speech, in a formal speech. And your introduction should have an attention getter, a preview, and a thesis. You don't ever need to start with, my speech is going to be this, or my topic is this. You should always start with an interesting thought to make the audience think about your topic, or a little story. Then this gives you the details of what goes in the body of your speech, your 3 main ideas, evidence and examples, personal stories, and then what do you need to have in your conclusion. There's only 2 things in a conclusion, okay? Then the other thing that I've given you is an outline reference guide. This is what should go in your outline. All of these things in parentheses are just my explanation of what you should have in your outline. I also provided you a skeleton outline, so you could legit just make a copy of this. This already has your
These
format.
are so helpful.
Yeah, just make a copy of this, and then you just start typing, like, whatever your topic is, like, what do I want people to think about? I don't know. Somebody throw out a random topic that I could give an informative speech on.
A TV show.
A TV show. Okay, so I could do like oh my gosh. Okay, so the history of sitcoms. How many of you have watched sitcoms?
The Office.
And then
Parks and Rec.
history of sitcoms.
Well, I guess in order to be a sitcom, it kind of needs to have a laughing track.
Yeah, how they are made.
And
And then what do you want the audience to learn? I hope you gain appreciation of sitcoms. I can always adjust this later. And then down here, I would say to begin with, blah, 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 and then give some examples. You don't have to just have A or B. You can certainly have more examples than that. But I just put A and B there to start. And then when you actually deliver your speech, you're going to start with this sentence. This is the first thing that you're going to say. You're not going to start with, my speech is about sitcoms. You're going to start with the question or the story or the statistic or whatever it is that you want to include.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yeah, go.
So, how will we be giving our speeches? Will it be like a pre-recorded video, or will it be like inside of Zoom?
You get to decide what is best for you. So we will have time in Zoom where you can present your speech like this, or if you want to record it and just send me the link to it, that's fine. And then if you don't have access to technology or for some reason it's not working, I will like schedule a time to meet you at a park and listen to your speech from 6 feet away.
Okay. So are we going to do it live in front of our classmates, or are we just going to send it to you?
Chloe, that is your choice. If you have a good connection and you want to do it live so that your classmates can watch you, then that's fine. Or for some reason, if your video software just is not working, we can just do it in Zoom. Or if you don't want to do it in front of the class, you can schedule a time with me and just do it one-on-one with me in a Zoom, or you can videotape yourself. Whatever, you can do an interpretive dance. Just kidding, you cannot do an interpretive dance.
All right, sounds good.
Is the only homework we have this week to do the notes?
Yep, that's the only homework. Then next week you'll have an outlining activity, which I'll post. I'll actually probably post it either tonight or tomorrow, but it won't be due until the end of next week. And you'll have a little quiz. And then you should also be preparing your expository speech, because that's going to be the summative for this unit, and that's what you should be working towards. So all the notes and everything are just going to be helping you prepare for that, and all of my lecture videos are going to be helping you prepare for that. I'm not going to do a lecture video on the outlining PowerPoint that I just showed you on this one. I'm not going to do one on where did it go? This one, because I feel like this PowerPoint is really, really easy and self-explanatory. I am going to be doing a lecture video on this one, which essentially goes over the same stuff, and I'll be posting that tonight. And next week, I will probably do a lecture video on audience analysis. But since we aren't in class and we aren't doing, oh, I totally just realized that I didn't share my screen with you. So I'm not going to be doing a lecture video on this one because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I will be doing a lecture video on this PowerPoint called Presentation Basics, and I'll probably post this one tonight or tomorrow. And I will be doing a lecture video of audience analysis next week. But these are all just resources for you. You You are welcome to take notes if that is helpful for you, but you do not have to, because I'm going to include the links to the slides as well. All you need to be doing is, there's a quiz, there will be an outlining activity, and the outlining activity is essentially going to be like, I'm going to send you a transcript of a speech and you have to identify the different parts. It's pretty easy. And I'll post that on ManageBack. And then you should just be preparing for your informative speech. And then if you have like some tech issues and you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to do a Zoom with you, Ms. Cortez, or I have no idea how I'm going to record this, or I desperately am going to have to meet you at a park and do it in person, just email me and we will set that up. And I will, after next week, I'll send you guys a little schedule so that you can sign up for your speech times.
Okay, sounds good.
Julio.
Any other questions? I will also post a link to this video from today's meeting on ManageBack as well. So if you haven't noticed, oh, my mouse is having a problem. If you haven't noticed on ManageBack, if you go to the messages tab for our class, I have been trying to post like the most important things for you so that you can see like what I'm doing. Here's the Unit 2 rubric in case you lost it. The link for our Zoom meeting is now going to be the same. You can always just go, this is now a permanent link, and you can just click on the same link. You won't need a new link. But I'm posting, this is the weekly overview that Mr. Lunt should have sent you out through ManageBack as well for all your classes. I posted a link to that in case you lost that. And I also am posting links to all my YouTube videos and everything. So be sure to check that messages tab, email me a bunch of times if you need help with anything. If you would like somebody to proofread any written work from any of your other classes, just email it to me and I'm happy to proofread stuff for you.
Thanks.
That is amazing.
I try to be amazing, Diego. I just miss you guys so much. I don't like sitting on my butt all day. I don't like homeschool. I guess I like
No one does.
sleeping in a little bit, but
I mean, yeah, I get to wake up at like 10 o'clock. That's the only good part. And then I get to do nothing all day.
I wake up at 8.
Even
Yeah.
like sleeping in isn't fun because you stay up late at night and then you throw your circadian rhythms off and then you're grumpy all day.
Yep. I don't like it. I just miss seeing all of you and your beautiful faces.
Aww.
It's
Yeah.
true.
It must be hardest for the teachers because you guys signed up to be in a classroom full of teenagers every day. We did.
You know, we're kind of insane though, but like, it's just honestly like the hard part is like, I just worry about you guys so much. And like in my classroom, there's a lot of things that I can control. Like I can control how we're managing our time. I can make sure that everybody's getting the same information. I can make sure that I can like come around and check on you. Like if you have a questioning look on your face, I can come over and be like, hey, does this make sense? But I can't do any of those things from here. I mean, sometimes I guess if I see your face, but like, I don't know, I can't. I miss just being able to see you and like be like, hey, is everything going okay? Have you had like a crap day? Like what's going on? Like I'm here for you. Like, I don't know. That stresses me out. I wish
more teachers would do the Zoom thing though, because I feel like it's so incredibly helpful, and like it's also great seeing like your teachers or whatever, and like getting with your classmates again.
Yeah.
But like
I'll share that in our meeting because we have our teacher meetings, and I'll be like, hey, 10th grade teachers, get it together. Your kids want more Zooms, want more meetings face to face.
Like
well, and it's like
this government assignment is going to be so hard because you have to email people and you can't meet with them. Oh.
Do you have access to the like Google Hangouts video thing? I thought that Mr. Joe was going to make that like available to people so that you guys could set up little collaborative meetings.
Nothing I know of.
Discord. Like a lot of people use Discord.
I mean, do what you got to do, but like you should be able to. I feel like some of my students are doing this, but like up here, you should be able to go to Google Hangouts And then you should be able to like start a new conversation, or like there should be a thing somewhere where you can make a Google Meet. If I go to here and make a Google
I've
Meet,
never used this before.
you can join or start a meeting. I don't know. See if it works, because I don't know if it's accessible to all the students, but I just went to, so here's what I did. Open up your new thingy, okay? And then next to your face, you have that grid dot of your Google Apps. You might have to scroll down to see if it's in like your extra apps, but it's called Google Meet. And then you should, I think, if it's accessible to all the Sage kids, you should be able to join or start a meeting and then invite your friends and stuff to it.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to try that.
I don't know. Give it a try. You might also be able to use Zoom. I don't know if students have the capability of making a Zoom, but I don't know. Try that. Or if you have Facebook, Facebook Messenger has a video chat feature where you can chat with more than one person.
I've been doing piano lessons over Facebook Messenger, and it's a real doozy.
Wow, that is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you guys. You guys are awesome. You're kicking butt for sure. Okay, does anybody have any other questions before we wrap up today?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to have virtual class every Tuesday and Thursday at noon, as long as that time frame works for people. I'm going to send out an email just asking the speech kids if this time works or if another time would work better, and I will update everybody. But the Zoom link will be the same from now on, so you should be able to just go right back to that button and click it, and hopefully it'll work, and we'll keep on keeping on.
All right.
If anyone has photos for yearbook that they would like to be in the yearbook, please send them to me.
Yeah, send
Have any.
Dax all your
I'll send a
yearbook
picture
photos.
from my computer.
Yeah.
We have nothing, so, of the 10th grade, so we really need them.
Get it together, 10th grade, come on. Get some pictures.
I'll send you pictures of me making breakfast in my curlers.
Love it. I love it.
I'll send a
Okay.
picture of me playing Minecraft.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
guys, hang
No
in there.
quarantine protection in the yearbook.
Anything works, please.
Right. We need to see face to face. All right, guys, have a good day, and I will see you next week, okay?
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.